Hi, this is Sarah Jones on the Politicus Pod for Politicus USA's The Daily. Make sure you subscribe to our Substack so you don't miss any episodes. Today, we are talking about the top 3 takeaways from the Supreme Court's decision to hear former President Donald Trump's immunity case, the legal ramifications, the confirmation about the corruption of this court, and the political ramifications, including a surprise silver lining. Every day of delay, this is the first one, every day of delay serves to give Donald Trump effective immunity. The Supreme Court stays DC case and expedites hearing of Trump appeal on immunity, but every day of delay operates as granting Trump de facto immunity, Andrew Weissman pointed out. And number 2, yes, the Supreme Court is corrupt. Look, this is a momentous decision just to hear this case. There was no reason in the world for the Supreme Court to take this case. The 3-judge panel of the United States Court of Appeal for the District of Columbia had written a masterful opinion denying that the president's claims of absolute immunity under the Constitution and the laws of the United States. There's never been an argument that a former president is immune from prosecution for crimes that he committed while in office. On a more practical level, of course, the Supreme Court, is capable of deciding this very quickly in time that the former president could be tried before the election, but today's decision makes that much more unlikely. Conservative judge, it's late. Conservative Judge Ludig said that, and I've linked to all of these quotes, so if you're interested in reading more, you can. So, when you have a conservative judge making these kind of critiques, and he's very well respected, it just goes to show that this isn't some kind of partisan reaction to this court. This court is, as we know and have seen in action, it is corrupt. And it's been corrupted by the conservative justices, not all of them, put on by Donald Trump and then Thomas Clarence, basically. So, number 3, and this is your silver lining. It actually gives Democrats a very easy get-out-the-vote call to action. Here's a quote from Ted Lieu. "My view of the SCOTUS action, if the trial is delayed until after November, we will see the largest blue wave in history. If November becomes a referendum on whether Trump faces justice, then Democrats will absolutely flip the House, keep the White House, and expand the Senate." And that's a really good point. Everyone reading this newsletter is already aware that the Supreme Court is corrupt, so many of you probably already feared this outcome, but there is the silver lining to their corruption being made so blatant so early in an election year, and that is, as Representative Lieu pointed out, this opportunity for Democrats to drive up turnout, to make an easy case about the importance of showing up to vote. One of the problems Democrats often have is that they have done so much policy-wise that it's very difficult to pack that into a bumper sticker. It's hard for people who aren't paying attention to politics to understand all of these things that Democrats have done to make their lives better. But this is an easy case. And it might not be fair because it's certainly not the whole case, and it's not even really scratching the surface. But it is an easy case, and I would say with democracy so much at risk, take what we can get to protect this country at this point. One thing I would add is, make sure to ask the candidates that you support what they're going to do about this court. Do they support expanding the court? Do they support term limits? And you can actually request a constituent meeting with your member of Congress to tell them how important this issue is. And for tips on that, you can visit Demand Justice. One thing is clear from this decision today, if it wasn't already clear, and I think it has been, but Republicans are not going to make keeping our democracy easy, but they aren't banking on you, and I am. I know that you're going to show up and turn out. So don't let these attacks on justice and democracy bring you down, because they're counting on that to kill morale. Instead, use it to fuel your efforts and determination to do more, talk to more people, knock on more doors. There is a reckoning coming for those who have tried to destroy freedom in this country. This has been Sarah Jones on the Politicus Pod for Politicus USA's The Daily, and if you are tired of billionaires controlling the court and the news that you see, and you want to support independent news that puts the people first, please subscribe to our Substack. Thank you so much.